Very much. All right, well, I think Sakina said it all. Joining us now is the king of comedy, Steve Harvey, the legendary comedian visiting South African shores to launch the American game show Family Feud in our country. Steve, what a pleasure to have you in studio.
Good. Thanks for having me.
It's
happy to be here.
I know you are. I mean, we're so happy that I think Sakina's even going to walk across so she can chat to you too. But you've had an incredible time. I mean, I have seen and heard you everywhere. So I was getting a little bit upset that we weren't getting you into studio. So
yeah, y'all was
I'm
late
glad
bringing
you're
me
here.
in.
Or early, one of the two.
Yeah.
How's it been so far, your trip to South Africa?
Well, I mean, it's really been enlightening. I've learned a lot being here. I'm looking forward to doing business here. We start taping Family Feud in late October. And then we'll carry on through November and December. And it'll air the first quarter. And it's just a project, man, that was a dream of mine. I've always wanted to come to my homeland to do something. America's my home, but Africa's my homeland.
Yeah.
This is where they robbed us from. They took us from here. And African Americans identify with this continent because our people are here. And so coming here to do something meaningful was really, really important for me. And so I struck a deal with Fremantle, who are some great partners, and I made some friends over here with a company called Blue Rapid, and who do great production work on the continent. And so I'm going to bring the best game show in the world to South Africa. And
I don't even think you are prepared for what you're about to see here, because you are going to get characters that you have been everywhere in the world. You've met people all over the world, but there's something about South Africans.
Well, that was my intent, because I've been coming here for about 8 years, and I just thought, I said, man, if I bought this show and I had African families playing against African families, and I hosted the show, and I didn't make it a half-hour format, we made it a 1-hour format.
Wow.
So you wouldn't have to cut so much stuff and leave it on the floor in the editing room, and just show the world a different side of Africa, that African people have great senses of humor. Look at these studios. This is top-notch stuff here. This is not the Africa that's portrayed. And so I think it's time to show them and produce something on the continent of Africa that they're going to want back in the States, versus the other way around all the time.
Yeah.
So my daughter was telling me yesterday, in fact, asking, are we going on the show? So is it going to be exactly the same format?
It's going to be the exact same format. I mean, why would you change it? The cool part of it is it's going to be African families playing African families. Eventually, my goal is to cover the continent with it. And my goal eventually will be to have Kenya playing against Johannesburg, Ghana playing against Congo, and create this crazy atmosphere with flags and cheering for your countrymen and their family, and making it so huge that it becomes this massive traveling juggernaut. And that's eventually what's going to happen,
That's fantastic. I mean, I think this is such a great thing. But what I'm really grasping at what you're saying is how the world actually portrays Africa and what Africa really is like. And you've just nailed it, because I don't think until somebody puts their foot onto this continent do they realize the potential and how unbelievable this continent really is.
First of all, let's just look at the facts. No American star has come out of Hollywood to go and produce TV somewhere else. Why would they? Hollywood is the Mecca. But I don't understand why Africa shouldn't be. You got 1 billion people. It's 350 million people in America. It's 1 billion people on this continent. You should be paid at a different rate. You should produce talent at a different rate. And I think that's something we could do. And, to show Africa from a star standpoint in the States, I do television.
Yeah.
I'm a TV guy. I got a career for real, And so to come here to produce something to show what Africa really is. Everybody over here, look, Africa has its problems, but so does America. But everybody over here not hungry. People over here wear clothes. You understand? Everybody don't hunt to eat. People go to grocery stores. They got to be crazy, man. And so we've perpetrated this lie about this beautiful continent, but guess what? They keep you from visiting here, but how many people come here to make money?
Yeah.
If it's something so wrong, why is everybody coming here to partake of the riches? And so I think the best the best jewel that you all have are the people. And so I come to expose the people. You know, we'll create some jobs. You know, I'm not going to knock unemployment down that much, but we're going to create some jobs over here and see if we can't make a dent for young people.
That would be fantastic. Do we know details about it? Because obviously, you know, we need to know when you start filming, where it's going to be shown, how people can apply, because I know that that's the kind of stuff people want to know.
Yeah, we've already started the process. We're going to release the website for families to start applying. It's going to be the same criteria as it is back home in the States for me. The only requirement for your family to be on Family Feud is they have to be enthusiastic. We're not putting 5 dead people on TV. If you sitting up there looking like you about to be embalmed, we're not putting you on TV. Everybody in the family doesn't have to speak English.
Yeah?
I want 2 family members, the team captain and one other, to be fluent in English. The funny for me is trying to learn the different languages on this continent. The funny to me is dealing with people, which is my specialty, and grasping what they're saying. And because over here, I got the accent. You know, I got the accent over here.
Yeah.
And I got an accent in the States. You know, I'm country, I'm hood. You know, I'm double. Look, man, I just know. And so I know what comedy can be built on this format that we're doing, and it's going to be absolutely fast. But the key is that the families have to be enthusiastic.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be smiling and got to be energetic. I want characters on the show, and I've been here long enough to know you have characters.
A lot of characters.
You're not ready. You're not ready, Steve.
No.
You know, we have a saying over here that South Africans don't deserve the internet because of the sort of things they get up to. So
Sure.
I'm not sure if you're ready.
Well, I don't know, because I'm a pretty smart guy now. So I got some ideas to extract some of the content from this country and put it on a global platform. But really, man, at this stage of my life and career, my main objective is to teach what I know to young Africans over here so that you all can start, and you have the basics. I mean, look, man, this is a real facility. I've been to real radio stations. I've been to real TV stations. You just need somebody to come over here and say, look, you just need to sprinkle a little bit of that Hollywood dust on it. It's just the dust. Somebody to know how to put the dust on it. You got the voices, you got the talent, you got the looks. You're beautiful women. Help me, Jesus. Lord.
Isn't your wife with you, Steve?
Yes, she's with me.
She is, okay.
Let
I'm
me
just
step
putting
up
it
the
up.
way. I love her like I love the sun coming up in the morning. But Lord Jesus, y'all got some people over here so fine. Lord, I see where Americans get it from now. The hell is in Africa.
So wait, okay, I'm going to change the conversation just in favor of your marriage. Your wife's looking for a house here. Is this the truth? Do you want to buy a house?
Wow. Yeah, that got out.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, it did.
Well, you have to. You plan on spending some time here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not, look, traditionally what's happened, and I don't blame them because I've done it myself. I performed at the Durban Music Festival, you know. I did a couple gigs here, you know, we make our check, we go back home. And there's nothing wrong with that. We get paid to make appearance fees. But I just thought, man, how cool would it be to come and stick your flag on the soil of this continent? That's my homeland. America's my home, but this is my homeland. I know when I'm walking down the street, it's like walking down the street in Detroit. Yeah. This is downtown Atlanta. Joburg is Chicago. Really, it is. Now, I want a quieter life. I want to be in Botswana somewhere with a big cattle ranch and stuff.
We got those in South Africa.
Yeah, but my damn kids came over here and my staff, and they saw Joburg, and they just got lit. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wants Joburg. And so my wife says, we got to live here because we got to, you know, we got to work here for some periods of time. You know, I still have to go back to the States in the spring to complete my TV show obligations there. And then I come right back here. So it'll be almost like probably 8 months here, 4 months there, or I want to keep it kind of 50-50, but it's leaning a little bit towards 8 months here and foremost there. But
Wow, that is fantastic.
you know, so she is looking for a place, and y'all pray for me because I don't.
No,
And I
we'll pray
don't
for
understand these rands yet. That's what's throwing me off, because some of y'all's prices, I be going, what? Like, I just saw a house for 55 million rand.
You kidding me?
And I was going, 55, but I'm thinking US dollars.
No, rand.
No, you divide that by
Well,
like.
when they broke it down,
It's
It
not
made
so
more
much.
sense.
oh, God.
Yeah, but we're still having a heart attack.
55 million of my dollars? For what?
50.
Please. Not, Johannesburg nice. It ain't that nice. Not no 55 million. I got 2 or 3. We can't do 55. is all
Oh,
I'm
man.
saying.
So one of the nicest things I heard about, I listened, I don't know, Sakina, if you've ever heard it, but I was driving somewhere, and you know, Oprah's, you know, she does her podcasts, and you gave one. It was one of her master classes.
Oh, yeah.
And you gave one, and you spoke about your life, and you spoke about how late in life you actually started, and how, I mean, if you haven't heard this, please, South Africa, please listen to it, because I saw a very different side to Steve Harvey, because I've always laughed with you, and you're amazing, but that other side was the side that I sort of found my massive respect for you. I can't believe how late it was in life you started, and
I mean, you know, people see me now and they think, okay, you know, that's the problem with being a celebrity. They see you now after you made it. They don't see the journey.
Yeah.
They don't know, and I try to impart this to young people all the time. It takes a long time to make a lot of money. But Instagram got these young people fooled. Google got these young people fooled, because you can Google instant information. Now you think you know everything. But like I tell my kids, you can't Google experience and you can't Google success.
yeah.
You got to live it. And I didn't like, you know, I tell a story, look, I've lost everything I ever owned twice. I flunked out of school. I had a severe stuttering problem. I've been homeless. I lived in a car for 3 years. I bought my first car when I was 38 years old. 38, I never owned a car till I was 38 years old.
Amazing.
You know, I got cars now I can live in. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how God done flipped my life in a short period of time. You know, I've been poor way longer than I had money, you know. I'm balling out of control right now, but, you know, I paid the price to be here, you know. It's a lot of prayer, a lot of favor, a lot of faith tied to my life. I'm a faith-driven person, you know. I guess the best way to describe myself, I'm an entry-level Christian. You know, I don't really do full-time Christianity. Like on a level 10, like 1 to 10 Christianity, I'm a 2, you know.
Yeah.
Because I can participate at the 2 level.
Yeah.
I can't do the 10 level. If you slap me, I'm not turning the other cheek. You slapped the wrong Christian. No, partner, me and you finna be busy. Me and you I'll work it out with the Lord later on. And that's been my journey. And, you know, people don't sometimes appreciate that honesty, but I have to be that way because my story can inspire people that they can make it too. Like you say, it was late in life for me.
Yeah.
It's never too late to be successful.
No.
You know,
No.
it's never too late for it to turn around, but you cannot give up.
Yeah.
If you give up, you'll never get to the end of the tape. And this is just the second half of my life, man. I want to come to Africa and make deep footprints here.
Well, I can't wait for these footprints.
And neither can I. My daughter's ready to sign us up.
I like talking to y'all. Y'all finna go?
Yeah, the big black tick has arrived in South Africa.
The who?
The big black tick. You called yourself a big black tick.
No, the big black swoosh.
Oh, is it the swoosh?
I didn't know who the hell the big black tick was. I got scared. I said, it's a black tick in Africa. I'm trying to figure out if it's on me. It's a big black tick. Ah, it's a black tick.
Can I bring my family on your show as
Not
well?
after that, you can't. You said you're the big black tick, and I went.
Well,
the
you
big
never
black-
know. This is Africa. Big
No,
black
I'm
ticks
the
are
big-
good.
Listen, my cheeks are burning.
I'm the big black swoosh. I told Oprah
You're
I was
the
a
big
big
black
black
swoosh.
Nike swoosh. I want to be everywhere on all the billboards. I want everybody to have my shoes on, tell my jokes. And you just said it's the big black tick.
But can
and
you
I got
imagine it?
scared. I done took all these malaria pills because I was in the Okavango. I took all these malaria pills because I was in the Okavango. I said, I be doggone. I didn't take my damn tick pill. I got malaria pills. I done took a yellow fever shot to go through Ghana, and I done messed around and came to Joburg and ain't took my tick pill.
Can I be in? Can I be in one of your stand-ups,
How much
please?
is tick pills?
That's going to be in one of your routines.
Oh, you lady,
Some
you finna
woman
be
in
so
Africa
famous.
call me a
You
big
know, I
black
did
tick.
jokes about safaris, but lady, you finna be famous, lady.
Oh my
National
God!
television.
I'm just patting now because I don't know where they at.
Okay, we have to.
And this is only on the biggest breakfast show in Southern Africa.
You got Steve Harvey on your show.
And I
Ain't
just
nobody
called him
else
a
got
big
me.
black tick.
Yeah, I'm the big black tick, and I ain't even know it.
Okay.
I didn't know we had ticks this big, but anyway.
Well,
Well,
you a big black tick.
I
You
guess
finish this.
I gotta finish.
You finish this. Yeah.
that of course was Steve Harvey, legendary veteran comedian, talking.
But see you after the break. Bye bye. Oh, the big black tick.